Ilia
History now
Malinin
has a
is
new
the Olympic
truth carved
champion.
in stone.
As of
On
February
February
13th, 2026, those
Ilia
four
Malinin
words
became
are
the
officially
Olympic
etched into the
champion.
granite,
He stood at the heart of the Milano ice arena, engulfed by a whirlwind of plush toys cascading from the stands.
and the
amid a
deafening
soundscape
roar
of
of a
pure
crowd that
astonishment from a
knows
crowd
it
that had
has
just
just
seen the
witnessed a
impossible,
miracle.
He didn't appear exhausted.
Ilia
He looked like a
Malinin
king who had
looks
finally
less
taken back
like a
his throne.
tired ass.
What happened here was so much more than a simple gold medal victory.
He
unleashed
performed a
performance of
routine
such brutal
so
technicality,
technically
such
insane,
raw athletic
so
power,
biologically
and such calculated
aggressive,
supremacy that
and
it
so
completely shattered the
mathematically
existing paradigm
dominant
of men's figure
that it
skating.
has
A decade's worth of anticipation hung thick and heavy in the arena as he glided to his starting mark for the men's free skate. 4
insane
years
rotation
prior,
snap
he was the teenage
required to
phenom denied a
potentially
place
add
in
that
Beijing.
extra
Tonight,
360-degree
he was the
turn.
undeniable center of the
Even
Winter
without
Games
throwing
universe.
it today,
Then, the opening chords of his program, The Lost Crown, began to echo through the stadium. Every
scoreboard
single
with
person
such
watched
disbelief.
his blades, knowing
They are
perfection wasn't
competing in a
required.
world of 4
Flawlessness
rotations,
wasn't the goal.
while
He just
Ilia
needed to be
is
Ilia.
already living.
And in doing so, he ascended to the very summit the Japan Times, and indeed the entire world, had forecasted ever since he conquered the first quad axel in history.
In the
gold
media
medal,
center
now
in
resting on his
Milan
chest,
is this.
is no mere reward for a 4-minute
How
performance.
is he so much
It is the
better
culmination
than
of
everyone
countless hours
else?
spent rewriting the laws of physics. Milan bore witness to something beyond a simple victory tonight. The city glimpsed the very horizon of human capability.
Skating,
In the media center,
every jump
one
has a
question
base
is
value,
reverberating
a
above
set
all
number
others.
of points you
How
get
is his
just for
dominance
attempting
over
the
everyone else
rotation.
even possible? The answer is as straightforward as it is chilling for his opponents, a concept known as mathematical insurance.
Ilia
world of
Malinin
figure
starts
skating,
his
every
program
jump
in
is
the
assigned a base
100s.
value, a fundamental
Before he
score
even
awarded
touches
simply
the
for
ice,
making the attempt.
Ilia
While a phenomenal skater like Japan's Yuma Kagiyama might plan a free skate with a technical foundation in the 90s, Ilia Malinin begins his with a value already soaring into the 100s.
that
He
makes
steps
him
onto the
effectively
ice with an
unbeatable.
incredible 20-point
Because his
advantage
routine
already
is so
built into
packed
his
with
program
high-value
before a single
quadruples,
note plays.
including the
This advantage has a name, the Malinin buffer, a calculated cushion of points that renders him nearly invincible.
afford to
His
make mistakes.
routine is
Let us
strategically
be blunt about the
loaded
math
with
of
the highest
2026.
scoring
Ilia Malinin can
quadruple
fall once,
jumps,
perhaps even
including the quad axel, the most valuable single element the sport has ever seen, creating a framework where his errors are not catastrophic.
psychological
To be perfectly clear
nightmare
about
for
the
his
brutal
rivals.
arithmetic of
If
2026,
Kagiyama or
Ilia
Adam
Malinin
Siao
can
Himfa
fall,
want to
not just
beat
once,
Ilia,
but
they must
potentially
be
twice.
absolutely
And, provided he executes the remainder of his program, he will still emerge with the gold medal around his neck.
over.
For his competitors, this reality is a mental
Ilia's
torment.
floor,
To even
his
stand a chance,
absolute
rivals like
worst
Kagiyama
possible
or Adam
day,
Siao Himfa
is still
need
higher
absolute
than
perfection,
almost
while
every other
simultaneously praying for a
skater's
complete
ceiling.
meltdown from Ilia.
He
And yet, if Ilia performs at even 80% of his capacity, the contest is effectively over before it has truly begun. On
arms
his
race,
most challenging
where he is
day,
the only one
Malinen's
with the
baseline
nuclear
performance
option.
still soars above the career best
Let's
efforts
break
of
down
almost
exactly
everyone
what
else on
makes
the
this
ice.
2000.
He hasn't merely advanced the sport, he has broken the scoring paradigm, transforming an artistic discipline into a technological showdown where he alone possesses the ultimate weapon.
record
To
books.
understand the
He
sheer
became the first
revolutionary
person
nature
to
of this
successfully land 6
2026
quadruple
Olympic
jumps
routine,
in an
one
Olympic
must
final,
examine its components.
including the jump.
Ilia Malinin didn't just perform a program, he orchestrated a furious, high-velocity blitz on the annals of skating history. He made
Thousands
history as
of
the
dark
first skater to
crystals
ever land
that
6
caught
clean
the arena
quadruple
lights
jumps
like
in an Olympic
stars.
final, one of which is a
He has
feat
brought
no
a
other
swagger
human on
to
Earth
the
can
ice.
replicate. That jump is the quadruple axel, a mind-bending 4.5 complete rotations performed while airborne.
Speed
element
as a
demands
ceiling
fusion
fan
of
set
torque,
to high.
altitude, and explosive power
But the
so extreme
2026
that medical science
routine
once deemed it
is a
beyond the limits of
nightmare
human
for his
anatomy,
rivals
a theory
because
Ilia
of the
himself
placement.
decisively debunked. Within the confines of the Milano arena, he
Any
launched
jump
his
performed
body
after the
skyward,
halfway mark gets a
spinning at
10%
staggering
bonus
velocity
because
of
the legs are supposed to be
340
dead.
revolutions per minute.
Most skaters
That is the rotational speed of a ceiling fan on its highest setting. But the true tactical genius of the 2026 routine is in the element placement.
triple toe
Malinin now
combination,
executes
while his heart rate
most
was pushing
formidable jump
190 beats per
combinations
minute.
in the second
As
act
the
of
Japan
his
Times noted
performance.
leading up to
This is a strategic masterstroke. Figure skating rules award a 10% bonus for any jump executed past the program's midpoint, precisely when physical exhaustion is supposed to take over.
and as his
At the
muscles fill
4-minute
with lactic
mark,
acid.
Most
He is not just
elite
jumping,
athletes are
he is
struggling
ascending.
just to complete a
But if you
simple
want to know
triple
what
jump.
truly had
At that same moment, Ilia Malinin was executing a quad Lutz triple toe combination, his heart rate surging toward 190 beats per minute. As the
Realistic?
Japan Times observed in the lead-up
For
to today,
decades,
he is
the
achieving a
answer
new
was a
echelon of
resounding
athleticism
no.
by harnessing his core power
But in
to sustain rotation,
2026,
even as his muscles
Ilia
scream with
Malinin
lactic
has
acid.
made the
He does not simply jump, he ascends.
landed a
element that truly
quintuple
sent
Sato
shockwaves
in
through
training
Milan
at his
was
base
the
in
mere discussion
Virginia.
of the quintuple jump.
While he chose
Could a
to
jump
play
with
it
5
safe
full
for the
rotations
Olympic
even be
gold.
real? For an entire generation, that question was met with a resounding no. But in 2026, Ilia Malinin has dragged the impossible into the realm of serious debate.
That
Whispers
nobody else on the
intensified in
planet
the
can
weeks
even
before
attempt.
the games,
The
suggesting Ilia had
quadruple
already conquered
axel.
a quintuple Salchow in
The
practice
quadruple
at his
axel
Virginia
is
training
4.5
base. Although he ultimately chose a more calculated path to secure the Olympic gold,
that
relying on the
most
Quad
medical
Axel as his
experts
decisive
thought it was
weapon.
physically
The sheer fact that the
impossible
quintuple
until
exists in his
Ilia
arsenal
proved them
has
wrong.
fundamentally transformed
In the
sport's
Milano
psychological
arena,
warfare.
he
As Vogue Singapore noted, Ilia possesses that rare, slender frame and the ferocious rotational speed necessary to potentially unlock another 360-degree turn. Even though he chose not to unleash it today,
in making the
quintuple
rest
jump
of
is
the
phantom
world
haunting the Milano
feel like
arena.
they are
It
standing
is the
still.
unspoken reason Yuma Kagiyama and Shoma Uno gaze
If you
at the
only
scoreboard
talk
with
about
such
the
profound
quads,
disbelief.
you're
While they perform in a reality of 4 rotations, Ilia already exists in a dimension of 5.
stunning
He has
spread.
warped the very boundaries
Ilia
of physics
Malinin has
to the point
undergone
where we
a
now
total
debate whether a human
transformation
can complete
from a
5
jumping
spins
machine
and
into a
withstand the
global
landing.
fashion.
Whether he achieves it now or in the future, Ilia has already managed to make the rest of the competitive world seem utterly motionless.
Emotional
If your
depth of
conversation
legends
is
like
limited to
Yuzuru
quads,
Hanyu.
you are overlooking the
In
very
Milan,
soul of the
that critique
2026
died.
version of Malinin.
Ilia's
As a recent and breathtaking feature in Vogue Singapore Illustrated,
personality
Ilia Malinin
of a
has completed
superstar.
a metamorphosis
He isn't
from a
just winning
technical jumping
medals,
prodigy
he is
into
winning
a
the
global
culture.
fashion and
He is the
cultural
first
force.
figure
During his adolescence, he faced criticism for being too mechanical, too robotic, and missing the profound artistry of icons like Yuzuru Hanyu.
This win
In
is the final
Milan,
essential piece
that
of the Ilia
entire
Malinin puzzle.
critique was
4
laid
years
to
ago, the
rest.
figure skating world
Ilia performed his gold medal program in a costume that seemed destined for a Paris fashion runway. It
team
was
in
sleek,
favor of more
daring,
seasoned
and adorned
veterans.
with thousands of dark
That
crystals
heartbreak
that
fueled
fractured the
him for
arena lights like a personal
1,460
constellation.
days.
He has injected a
In
confidence onto the ice that has
2026,
been
he
absent for
finally
decades.
got his
He is making figure skating an object of desire for a new generation of fans who crave seeing athletic limits pushed to their absolute breaking point.
the
He has
anchor for a
engineered
squad that
signature
included veterans
elements
like
that hold
Madison
no
Chalk and
technical
Evan
value,
Bates.
but exist purely
But
to
today,
dominate the atmosphere
February
of the
13th,
arena. Just observe his raspberry twist, a horizontal mid-air rotation that looks like an effect pulled directly from the Matrix. It is an act of pure
He
audacity.
now holds
It's
the
his way
Olympic
of
title,
informing the judges
the
that
world
he has such
title,
command over the
and the
difficult
Grand Prix
elements
final
that he has
title
excess energy for
simultaneously.
pure spectacle. He has found the balance between the god and the human, possessing the technical supremacy of a machine, but the captivating persona of a superstar.
The best
He
of the
is not
legends who came
simply
before him,
collecting
and added a level of
trophies.
difficulty that
He
they
is
could not have
shaping the
imagined.
culture. He stands as the first figure skater in a generation to become a familiar name to people who don't even follow the sport.
It was not
This
just a celebration of a
victory
win,
represents the
it was a
last
celebration
crucial
of a
piece
new
in the
era.
grand puzzle of
We are no
Ilia
longer living in the
Malinin.
era of
4 years prior, the figure skating community was aghast when a youthful Malinin, despite executing enormous jumps at the U.S. Championships, was excluded from the Beijing team for more established skaters.
a
That
piece of
single
gold
moment
medal.
of heartbreak
Success
fueled him
is
for
the realization
1,460
that he has
days.
rewritten the
In
laws of
2026,
gravity.
He has finally claimed his
He
redemption.
showed the world
Earlier this week, he had already anchored Team USA to a gold medal victory, serving as the cornerstone for a team that included stalwarts like Madison Chalk and Evan Bates.
the ice
But
and still be
today,
human enough to smile at the crowd.
February
He showed us that the
13th,
human spirit doesn't
was a day for his own personal legend. By capturing the men's singles gold, he has achieved the figure skating Grand Slam.
result
He is
was
now
always
the
going to be the same.
simultaneous holder of the Olympic,
When you operate at the level of
World,
Ilia
and
Malinin,
Grand Prix
the
final
competition is
titles.
not the
He has blasted past the technical benchmarks of Nathan Chen. He has captured the raw magnetism of Yuzuru Hanyu. He
Malinin
has
is the Olympic
assimilated the
champion.
greatest qualities
The
of
quad
legends
god
before
has
him,
his crown,
and infused
and
them
figure
with a
skating
degree
will
of
never,
difficulty they
ever
could
be the same
scarcely have
again.
conceived. The roar that filled the Milano ice skating arena when his scores were revealed was unlike anything the sport had ever experienced.
4
It
years
was not
ago,
merely a
he
cheer
was the
for a
teenage
victory. It
sensation
was the
left off the
heralding of a new
Beijing team.
dynasty. We
Today,
have left the age of
he was the
graceful skating
undisputed
behind.
main
We now live in the age of Ilia Malinin, where triumph is measured by more than a simple piece of gold medal.
eye in the
Triumph
building was on
is
his
the proof
skates.
that he
He
has
didn't have to be
successfully
perfect. He didn't have to be
renegotiated the
flawless.
terms of
He
gravity.
just had to be.
He demonstrated to the world that impossible is simply a placeholder for those who haven't yet dared to do the calculations.
To the
He
world have been
proved that
predicting
you
since
can
he
be
landed
a
the first
deity
ever
on
quad
ice and
axel.
still be human
The
enough
gold
to
medal
share
hanging
a
around his neck
smile
isn't
with
just a
the
prize for a
spectators.
4-minute skate. It's
He
a receipt
proved
for
that the
every hour
human
he spent
spirit
defying
has
the laws
no
of physics.
upper limit. It only has new summits to climb. It ultimately didn't matter if he delivered a perfect program or battled through an error. The final chapter was already written.
Athleticism pushed to the absolute
Ilia
edge.
Malinin occupies.
He has developed signature
Your
moves
competition is
that serve no
longer the
technical
skaters in
purpose
the next
other
room.
than to
Your competition is physics itself. And today in Milan, physics finally conceded defeat.
It is a
Ilia
total
Malinin
flex.
is the Olympic champion.
It is him
The
telling
quad
the
god has
judges
his
that he
crown,
is so good at
and
the hard
figure
stuff
skating will
that he
never
has
be the
energy
same.
left over